I'm here with Stephen Munatones, founder of the World Open Water Swimming Association, or WOWSA. Stephen is also a marathon swimming historian. We are just days away from the Tokyo Olympic Games, so we're profiling the 25 men and 25 women who have qualified for the Olympic 10K marathon swim in Odaiba Marine Park in Tokyo Bay. Today, we are talking about 𝐿𝐼𝐾𝐻 McGlynn of South Africa. Stephen, what can you tell us about Michael?
Yes, this 21-year-old South African is fast. You know, he's the heir apparent to South African Olympian 𝐒𝐥𝐲, a world champion in the 5K, just an all-around great ambassador for the sport on a global level. But he's since retired and got married. And Michael is, got in there in his place, and that's great. He's a fast 200 freestyler, 153, 356, 400-meter freestyle, 812, 800 free. So that middle group, this is where Michael fits in very nicely. Young, relatively fast, but not at the highest echelon, and just guys itching to keep their place in the main group. He's going to go out fast, trying to be there as high as possible. He, like others, like Tashin in Japan, like Hector Pardo, like 𝐿𝐼𝐾𝐻, they want to represent well. And Michael is going to be there around every buoy. He's going to be fighting for position, but he just doesn't have the experience, the strength, the speed to stay up with the very, very, very top guys. What's interesting is he's done a lot of bay races, a lot of flat water races in Jeffreys Bay in South Africa. He swam at the very famous Midmar Mile in South Africa, where he's gotten second and won. He's swum in Settable Bay. So he's got a lot of flat water and warm water and some cold water conditions. So he's well prepared for everything that'll come his way. He's got the speed, but he doesn't have the 10K highest echelon top end speed as the top guys do.
All right, so walk us through a little bit of his strategy. You mentioned he's going to go out fast. He's probably a mid-pack guy. So what does he need to do to kind of move up and be in the hunt in that last couple loops?
Boy, that's a hard one. That's like saying, let's say if you're a 200 freestyler, if you're a 147 200-meter freestyler and you need to stay up and beat the guys who do 145 or 146, that's a hard mountain to climb. But the difference is, because of all the short distance racing that Michael and all the other South African top swimmers do, from the Midmar Mile to Jeffreys Bay swims, they've trained themselves to go out hard. Because Quinn, quite well, having done Midmar Mile, I mean, the gun goes off and everybody goes all out, and then your job is to maintain that pace for a whole mile. That's Michael's job in Tokyo. Go out hard, establish his position. If I were him, I'd be literally in the top 3 or 4. Try to draft off of the top 1 or 2 guys, and just hold your position. Nobody can swim over you. Nobody can pull you back, or if they do, obviously it's a red card. And I would just try to maintain my position there. If I were him, I'd try to slow the pace down. That's almost impossible with the caliber of athletes that he has. But, that's the crazy strategy that I would do. The alternative to that is just to hang on their feet and hang on for as long as he can, which probably the middle 10 guys are going to do anyway. And it'll be really interesting. Once the top guys go off and, break off, then it's really a equally interesting fight for the spots number 10 through number 20. That's going to be an equally tough battle. And so when the athletes come in for the gold, silver, and bronze, that's one thing. But places 10 through 20, that's going to be boom, 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 boom. I mean, there's going to be tenths of seconds between these guys. They're so tough.
That's
End
really
quote.
remarkable. In a race of that length, to have such a close finish all through the top 10, top 20, it'll be really interesting to watch. So, Stephen, final predictions for Michael McGlynn of South Africa in Tokyo, August 5th.
Yeah, I think the closer he gets to Osmaluli, who's from Tunisia, who is the other African continental representative, the more successful he will be. So if Os gets a 15th and if Michael can get a 16th, consider that a win. I think he finishes somewhere between 16th and 20th.
All right. Thank you so much, Stephen. Appreciate the insight.
You're welcome.